Can you share any specific initiatives or programs that you have found to be successful in creating that inclusive workplace culture?
Yeah, sure. So at Co-op, we have what we call our colleague network. So a lot of companies refer to these as your employee resource groups. And what I've seen over the past few years is we've matured, I would say, in terms of how we work with those networks. So traditionally, they focus a lot on the celebration awareness events. We have our International Women's Day and our Pride events, which are still really key things to raise awareness of. But what we've started to do is work with them in a more collaborative way around some of our strategic objectives and initiatives as well. So a good example of that was recently we were working with our women's network and our parents and carers network, and we did some good listening groups with them. And what kind of came out quite loud and clear was that there was a few key milestones in women's professional careers that weren't really being talked about in the workplace. So one of those is when women were undergoing fertility treatment, and another was when women were going through menopause. And that has obviously become a lot more topical now. But what they were saying to us is that there was the times in people's lives that were really difficult, yet people weren't really speaking about it in the workplace. It didn't feel really safe to bring that up with line managers at the time. So what we did working with the networks is we sort of spoke about, well, how can we as a company address this? What practical things can we actually do to support women during that time of need? So from the menopause perspective, we did a lot of campaigns. So it was about raising awareness, starting the conversation, providing education to the line managers. We also created a menopause policy linked to our workplace adjustments. So actually, if you needed any particular adjustments, that might be more flexible working hours, you could get that at the time of need. And then from the fertility perspective, our CEO, Shireen, has been a huge advocate and spoken very openly about her personal lived experience of this and her journey. And we actually created a policy where women can take paid time off, and also their partners can as well.